about whether the debt is fair or unfair. This has been 9 years.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. I know I've been trying to, I guess I was avoiding it. I felt very defeated, and I felt like I had no way of proving that what they're trying to, I guess, accuse me of.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
data or
You
documentation.
graduated high
This
school.
courtroom session starts quietly with debt, garnishments, and financial hardship, but the tension rises fast once missed court appearances and assault allegations enter the picture. One defendant faces serious bond restrictions, while another fights years of garnishment frustration. Stay tuned because these hearings quickly become emotional, unpredictable, and legally intense. Subscribe for more breakdowns.
To a consent judgment in the amount of the damage amount is $3,708.08. We have $115.35 court cost, which is the filing fee of $75, service fee $40.35. Total judgment amount of $3,823.43. We're kind of submitting that. I guess we will submit that without payment term. She's indicating she's not working and is unable to make any kind of a payment. I know the court indicated it may want to do a creditor's exam. I have no, whatever the court wants to do, whether without payment terms or.
Principal sum is 3,708. Did you say 80?
No, 8 cents, Your Honor.
Okay.
3,708.08.
Ma'am, Ms. Herring, do you agree to those that amount, 3,823.43?
Yes.
And do you understand that he is going to sign your name with your permission to that proposed consent judgment?
Yes.
Any problem with that?
No.
All right, so I can do one of two things. I can just leave this like it is, in which case, if you gained employment tomorrow, they could garnish wages. They still can garnish bank accounts if you commingle funds, so you have to be careful with that, and they could garnish tax returns. So
Okay.
I can go ahead and conduct this if you want me to and have a creditor's exam, or you can let this lie and understand that as long as you deposit your Social Security, assuming you receive that, disability into a separate fund with no other income going into it, that they cannot garnish that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
What do you want me to do?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah, if you gain employment, they could garnish your wages. If you don't gain employment, they cannot garnish your wages.
Okay.
Okay, because obviously you don't have employment then. But if you gained employment, they could garnish wages if we don't have an installment payment order in effect. It doesn't sound like you think you can work. So I'm only telling you I'll do it either way you want. If you want me to do an installment payment order, I will. If you don't, I won't. And as long as you understand that if you don't commingle any Social Security funds with other income or other amounts in your bank account, that they cannot garnish those. I mean, they could, but you could file an objection and it's going to be deemed valid.
Okay. Yes, I would
So-
like to do that.
So you want me to just have him go ahead and prepare the consent judgment, sign your name and send it over, and we won't have an installment payment order?
Right. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's
Thank
what we'll do. Mr. Saloom, you can send that over. Anything else, Mr. Saloom?
No, Your Honor. So we'll sign her name by consent, send it to the court ASAP, and yeah.
Thank you. Ma'am, good luck to you. I wish you well. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
People
Have a good day, Your
against
Honor.
Jalen Thomas Mosgrove. 25F5180004. All right. Give me 1 second here. We have a lawyer on there for the defendant.
He's up.
Attorney Corey Westmoreland praying on behalf of Mr. Mosgrove.
All right. Sir, your name?
Jalen Mosgrove.
All right. So, hang on 1 second. I set this for arraignment and pretrial on February 5th. He didn't show up per law. We had to issue a show cause. He didn't show up on February 19th. I issued a warrant. And here we are. For purposes of arraignment, how is he going to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, at this time we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
Officer, your name? Officer, your name?
Officer Murray?
Has he been printed since he was taken into custody?
I would have to verify, but that would be the usual procedure. This occurred to my knowledge on night shift.
Can you do that for me, please, right now?
Yeah, were you fingerprinted? Yeah. Okay.
All right. And the stands mute waives formal reading, correct, Mr.
That's correct, Judge.
Westmoreland? Would you like to say anything regarding bond? Why wasn't he here?
Your Honor, Mr. Musgrove's currently residing in Lincoln Park. I'm not sure if he ever received his notice because he had moved. He is gainfully employed working at Rock Foundation. He's not currently on probation or parole. He has no other pending matters at this time that we're aware of. And after speaking with him at length, he did assure me he would be appearing at all future court dates and understands the importance of doing so.
Does he have any criminal convictions?
I don't believe any assaultive in nature. I believe just driving while license suspended.
Sir, can you tell me that? Does he have any criminal convictions to your knowledge?
If you could stand by, I can verify that as well.
That's all right. Find the.
You don't know if he's got any criminal convictions.
He's got some warrants out. You don't like to show up for court. How come?
I just moved.
No.
Warrants for what? Isn't it traffic stuff? I think it's just a ticket.
For what?
I
You
think
don't
I
get
have
to
a
ignore
ticket.
courts on show causes. You got 3 warrants out. One from October of 20. The expiration date is October of 26. That was entered back on October 10 of 19. The other one that was entered back on April 6, 26 of 22. The other one that was entered back on April 26, 22. That doesn't bode well for you. Do you work?
Yeah.
How much do you make per week?
Depends. Usually from like 600 to 1100.
Officer,
It
was he
depends on
printed?
the hours. What do you mean?
I'm asking the officer if he was printed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yes, sir, he was printed. I have a CCH here in
Yeah,
April
I just
6th.
looked at it. I just
Okay,
looked
I don't
at it.
see any convictions.
Yeah, that's bad when you don't show up, Mr. Musgrove.
Yeah, I understand.
Judges don't like that. Here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with the victim, Sophia Aloha. No contact with prosecution witnesses. No assaultive, abusive, or intimidating behavior toward the victim. You're not to enter the property address at 28822 Walnut Creek in the city of Flat Rock. You are not to enter there. You're not to go near there. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no firearms, no dangerous weapons. Officer, do you have any other information on what happened at the time of this alleged assault?
Sir, at this time, I do not.
Let me see here. It says he pushed the victim multiple times. 3,010%. 3,010%. You're going to have to post $300 to secure your release. If you do this again, Mr. Musgrove, it will be much, much, much higher than that. Do we understand one another?
Yes.
April
Yes, sir.
16th will be your court date, and that will be at 10:45 in the morning. April 16th at 10:45 will be the court date. You have any questions for me, sir?
No,
They'll let you make some calls.
I don't have anyone to call.
I'm sorry?
I don't think I have anyone to call.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. They'll let you make calls if you need to. I wish. Jennifer, look on the docket, see if Flat Rock's here earlier than April 16th. Will you please?
Yes, Judge.
The judge makes it crystal clear that skipping court carries consequences, especially after multiple warrants and assault allegations appear on the record. Even without convictions, Mosgrove's credibility takes a major hit, instantly. Strict bond conditions, travel restrictions, and firearm bans now follow him closely. Would you trust his promises after repeated no-shows before?
How much money do you
I
have?
mean,
with you?
Judge Hessen has them, it looks
I
like
don't
on the
like-
9th, but
What do you have with you?
I don't have anything with me. I just had to pay all my bills.
I'm sorry. I wish you would have shown up, and I wish you didn't have warrants out for your arrest. It tells me you're a flight risk, and that's how I'm handling it. Good luck to you. Again, they'll let you make some calls. Thank you very much. Also, I hope I said no firearms, no dangerous weapons, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal
Yeah.
drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Do I have Speckled Frog versus Lauren Vanderpool? Are they here on file 217
Yes, Your Honor.
T227?
Peter Eschek on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ms. Vanderpool, you can start your video, ma'am, and tell me your name, please.
Lauren Vanderpool.
All right. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
This is objection to the garnishment. What is your objection to the garnishment? You didn't really specify on your form here.
Because I didn't know where to start. It has been such a time lapsed 12 years ago for me. It was an unfair allegation from the beginning that I didn't know, and I still don't know how to handle. I just don't feel I owe that money, and I never felt I owed that money. And I'm here today to try to validate that.
Ma'am, you didn't show up at the hearing, right? April 20 of 17, you can't ask me 9 years later to set aside a judgment because something was unfair about the process. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm always at a loss as to why some people find it convenient or necessary or acceptable to just ignore court dates. And now, and I got to tell you, if this was improper, anything unfair about this, I would feel bad. But I'm not a mind reader. I can't read people's minds that aren't in the building or aren't on Zoom now at this point about whether the debt is fair or unfair. This has been 9 years.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. I know I've been trying to, I guess I was avoiding it. I felt very defeated, and I felt like I had no way of proving that what they're trying to, I guess, accuse me of.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
data or
You
documentation.
graduated high school, I can tell by talking to you, right?
Yes, sir.
You took American government. You had to, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We have branches of government here, and that makes me feel bad that you have such little faith in the process.
I was young, and the life struggles I was dealing with as just being a single mother, I don't know why. I have no excuse for why I brushed it off for so long, but the garnishment that they took this year is made a huge dent in our family right now. So it's, I guess, made it me want to pursue it, but it should have been taken care of years ago. You're right. I felt like I had no leg to stand on. I've never been financially well off. I've been, low income, and I can't afford a lawyer. I still don't feel like this is fair, and I don't feel like I'm going to win here, but
Well, wait a minute. Slow down. What part hasn't been fair so far? Like when you're kind of, I'm feeling sorry for you and I can help you. But what part do you feel is unfair? You didn't show up. They started garnishing wages. 9 years later, you start to tell me that you don't owe the debt. and you didn't show up, you didn't feel like it was fair, that makes me feel horrible as a member of the judiciary. It really does. But that's okay. We don't really need to go into that. How much have you garnished, counsel?
All right, well, Judge, in response, we garnished the 2017 tax refund, the 2018 tax refund, the 2019 tax refund, 2020 tax refund, 2024 tax refund, 2025 tax refund. So this is the first time that there's ever been an objection, Judge. We've had many years of tax garnishments. And of course, being that there's been 9 years gone by, my client has instructed me to continue to garnish her taxes. And that's what I've been doing.
How much is owed on the debt at this point?
$1,534.83, Judge. We have garnished $183 in 2017.
I'll believe you. Give me the figure again. 1,500 and how much?
We believe it's $1,534.83, Judge.
All right. So, ma'am, you're shaking your head. You disagree with that?
I feel like the amount has been different. I've heard several different amounts, and
Well,
yeah,
what do you think it is?
I don't think I owe it at all. I mean, it just goes to show
Ma'am,
that
I
I've been.
cannot go back and revisit a judgment that's 9 years old.
No, I don't blame you. This is because of lost paperwork. They were stating that I was taking childcare but not working. I was waitressing under the table. My pay stubs were handwritten, and my caseworker never turned them in. So it was just something I felt like it was out of my hands, and it just goes to show that I don't have the money for this. In 9 years they've been garnishing it, and it still hasn't covered a $1,500. Like, I don't make much money. And so it's just this year they took a lot, and I've been working really hard, and I need a new vehicle. So
Okay.
it's just
Okay. I'm going to have to find that the objections to garnishment are invalid. Now, so they're going to get to retain that money. Now, I can do this for you. I can have an installment payment order issued now. Would you guys still be garnishing tax returns if she stays in accordance with the payment plan?
After years of avoiding court, Vanderpool finally explains the financial struggles and paperwork confusion behind this long-running debt dispute. The judge refuses to erase the judgment, but his tone softens once her hardship becomes clear. Suddenly, this hearing stops feeling purely legal and becomes deeply personal, emotional, and financially devastating for everyone involved.
Probably not, Judge.
So by law, they could still garnish your taxes. But he's telling me, and he's an officer of the court, he's been around as long as I have, a little longer actually. He's saying that probably if we set up a payment plan, an installment payment order that you stick to, that they're probably not going to garnish tax returns next year. Now, I can't enforce that, but he's telling me that. And until, how much assurance can you give me, Mr. Scheck, that you're not going to garnish taxes if she stays in accordance with the payment plan?
I can make that representation, Judge.
Can you put that right on the installment payment order?
Sure.
So let's do this. So I'm going to try to help you here, Ms. Vanderpool. So I'm not your enemy. I'm going to swear you to an oath. You're going to tell me what your income is, okay? And what your living expenses, and I will figure out what I think is reasonable for you to pay. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Where do you work at, ma'am?
I work as a delivery driver for FedEx.
Okay, how much do you make per hour?
Um, it's a daily pay, and right
How
now
much?
it's 150 a day.
How many days do you work per week?
Right now I'm 3 days.
So you're only making
Sometimes
450.
2.
So you're making anywhere between 3 and 450 per week.
Yes.
Do you have any children?
I have 2 boys,
How old?
and I reached 16 and 14,
Okay. And you're not married, correct?
and not married. Their father's deceased, so I do receive income for that, for their
How much?
survivor benefit. They get $1,100 each a month.
What other income do you have?
That's it.
Counsel, tell me what you'd be willing to live with.
She has a substantial income, Judge. I would ask for $100 a
Just
month. to be
asking
done.
you, I'm asking you to give me a figure as to what you would be
I
able to
think
live.
$100 would be reasonable, Your Honor.
A month?
Yes.
Can you pay that, Ms. Vanderpool?
I certainly will try.
Well, I don't want you to tell me you're gonna try. I want to help you, but
I have a $1,500 rent every month. I have DTE bills that are astronomical. I'm already struggling day to day, and
Okay.
feeding 2 teenage boys is, whew.
yeah, especially when they're
So-
16, right? One
Oh,
of them
yeah.
16 is eating
I
house
am
and home.
struggling. I wouldn't be here today if I wasn't struggling. So, I mean, it's a little bit of money, but it's kind of a lot to us right now. So,
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Mr. Sheck, you're gonna put
Yes,
in
sir.
that order, what we just talked about, that there will be no garnishment of tax returns. So long as defendant stays in accordance with the payment plan. So that's what you have to do, Ms. Vanderpool. I'm gonna
Okay.
order that you pay $30 bi-weekly, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of leeway time. We're gonna start that on May the 1st. So every other Friday, starting May the 1st, $30 bi-week. Okay?
okay.
Stay in accordance with that plan. And counsel, you can also put on that order, this order is subject to review on motion of either party on or after November 1 of 26. On motion of either party.
Of 27, Judge?
No, of 26. November 1.
Give me that date once again, Your Honor.
Yeah, this order is subject to review on motion of either party on or after November 1 of 2026.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
And that is it. And Mr. Sheck, who are you working with?
I don't know what you mean.
Millicent. Who's Millicent? What's the
Oh, Millicent is my daughter, Your Honor. She's part of
yeah,
our.
that's nice. That's nice. I thought so. I didn't want to make assumptions, but I see something here in the file that tells me you're working with a relative. So that must
That's
be
correct.
enjoyable. Nice
Yes,
to
it
have
is,
you here.
Judge.
Ma'am, good luck to you. Next time you have an issue, though, you have to bring it to the court, okay?
Okay.
All right.
One last question, Judge. Should I do that on a 7-day note?
No, you can just submit it to me. You
All
can
right,
just
sir.
submit it to me. I don't need it under the 7-day rule. Just try to get it in the M file today, okay?
I will, Your Honor. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
court's
Good
time.
luck to you, ma'am. I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you, Judge.
welcome. LVNV versus Floyd Morris, 250-2286. This is scheduled for.
The judge ultimately denies the garnishment objection, but still works out a reduced payment plan to protect Vanderpool from future tax garnishments if she complies. It's a powerful ending, showing accountability mixed with compassion inside civil court. Like, comment, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom breakdowns and unforgettable legal moments caught live daily.